Hello, good morning and happy Monday. I'm pretty sure it's a Monday anyway. And welcome to the last 2 weeks of unbagging of the legacy haul. I know. It seems like we just started and then also it seems like I've been doing this forever. And I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet. But this is the schedule for the next 2 weeks. So yep, you can see there, if there's something in particular that you're like, oh, I really love brooches. Well, we're doing brooches on Guy Fawkes night. And then on the 12th, and then there's a religious lot on that Sunday. There's a last lot of earrings there. And then a bag that I have been saving, that I've been itching to get into. That's the last bag. And then I'll do I'll be starting the last lot of mop-up auctions on that night as well. So yeah, the countdown begins, folks. The countdown begins. So let's do today with a big bunch of bangles. 2 bags of bangles. Donna's favourites. All the Donnas love bangles. Ah, I was hoping that would be another signed one, but no. But there was one quite similar to that. That'll go, and I can't even remember what lot I put that in, to be honest. And a UN. It looked like a Book and Dykeman, but it's not. But it's this lovely kind of ambery colour. I don't think it is amber. It's probably resin, which will glow slightly. Yep, so there might be some amber content in there, because amber is a resin, and they mix it with resin and make a composite. But that is a nice bangle still, so keep that aside. I do like that one as well. That one's quite cool, isn't it? Yep, I like that one. That one's smart. Let's actually pull some out of the bag. These big chunky ones I tend to put in boho lots. They are quite cool, especially if you wear like 2 of them. They look quite nice together. But yeah, that'll go in a boho lot. That one's made from like carved antler, hand painted and stuff. But yeah, that'll go into a boho lot as well. That's a nice vintage one. God, with an old price sticker on it. Very 80s that. That probably is the original 80s price sticker as well. I'll leave that on it, why not? Oh, cute little key. Don't think it's silver or anything. But that'll go in 2 kg. That one will go in craft. That's quite a nice metal cuff. Yeah, that's not bad. I'd probably sell that one. That's a pretty one, isn't it? So that is carved, probably celluloid by the finish, because I can't see anything that makes it look like it's a natural substance. So it's not ivory, don't worry. But that is lovely, isn't it? Very pretty little roses carved into celluloid. That's definitely one I'd sell. This one, not sure what that is. That one might be a bit of bone. That'll go in the boho lot. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? So you can see where the green is coming through there. That's where there'll be like probably copper underneath. But those are lovely little red stones. I very much doubt if they're going to be garnet or anything. They're probably just going to be glass cabochons. Yep. But yeah, that's quite a nice bangle. That's probably one that I would sell on its own. Another one for boho lot. I think we might have had a couple of like half resin and half wood ones, so I will try and find and pair some up so they have like a little stack of them. And same with these kind of watch strap tennis bracelet swords. I definitely have a few of them that I can bundle up. Looks like it's got all its bits unsigned. That'll go in 2 kg. What's going on here? Are you caught on this? Doesn't want to come off. And it's got all these. Oh, it's broken. Yep, that's snapped from there. So I'll go in craft. And then this one, little touristy one. That's quite cool. I like these little glass rings there. It's probably quite old actually. Look at all the foiling coming off the back. It would probably be better to just scrape all of the, oh look, it is actually just coming off anyway. Yeah, just scrape all of the foiling off of the back, clean it up, and that'll probably actually look much better. Yep, little project for me. That's cool. That'll go on my project pile. That'll go in craft. That's a fun one. So that's wood covered in like paint and resin, but that'll go in 2 kg. There's a shop in town, Goose Island, that sell ones identical to that. It's one of those ladies of a certain age shops. And that'll go in boho. A vintage Aloxor steel one with a box clasp, so that'll go in a vintage lot. Craft. They're quite nice. Need a bit of a clean up, but oh, what's that? Made in India. Oh, it's nice that they got original tag on it, isn't it? But I'll probably put them in a boho lot, unless I get a stack of them, which I probably do have by now. Nice, another vintage chunky one. Could do that. Probably will do that. And then one with flowers on, glittery, but that'll go into 2 kg. Glass one, that'll go in 2 kg. Vintage one that's lost quite a bit of plate wear on it, so that'll go in vintage broken. And then this one will go, whoa, all right. Calm down, Sid. Jeez. That one will go into probably a Bollywood costume jewellery lot. A random necklace. Oh no. But it's go. That's the bracelet, and then that's too small to be a necklace, so probably an anklet. I'll just put them in 2 kg. And then that one in boho. And that one, they're all made of like the same substance. I could even do a little stack of them at some point. Yeah, I mean, why not? That one will go in craft. That's quite a nice colour. That's quite like a turquoise one that we had the other day, wasn't it? With the carved out flowers. LC. So that might be Liz Claiborne, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Nice peachy colour. That's for a wedding. That seems to have all of its bits. I think it's a bit of a monstrosity, but there we go. That'll go in 2 kg. And then this plastic one at some point would have had gold foil, or even sometimes real gold, like wrapped around it. But I'll put that in a vintage lot. That one needs a good clean up. Who's it signed by? Going to say Monet, isn't it? It is indeed Monet, but it's got that plate wear again, so I'll put that in vintage broken. Oh, that's nice. Little butterfly. And then we've got the lapis lazuli and turquoise, kind of like crushed up, put in resin and poured in. It's possibly like Mexican, but I can't see anything on it, but that's quite pretty, so that's one I'd sell. That one will go into 2K, no, into a broken lot. There's a bit missing there. And that one will go in boho. Last few from this bag. Just got a random gem there. Nice big chunky plastic one. I've been keeping a few ones like that aside so they can go together. Actually, I quite like them two together. Quite nice. That's quite smart. Brass one with elephants on. I remember buying one almost identical to this from a gift shop in Puthcall for a friend of mine for Christmas. I must have been about 13 at the time, so it was probably about 1992. Yeah, that's quite nice. Bit better quality than like some of the other brass bangles, so that might be one that I'd sell on its own. 2 kg for that one. That'll go in with the chunky plastic ones. Ah, Missing stones, that's a shame. Cabochons from in there. So that one I'll probably put in vintage broken. That one will go in metal bangles. It could be like scrap copper. Craft. Oh, got a new with tags. One button. I will keep that for my Christmas whatnot show. New with tags show. That's quite cool. And then last one out is a snake. Little Aloxal steel snake. One with red eyes, one with black eyes. That is one I'd sell on its own. Or maybe even keep for next year's Dark Academia show. We shall see. Second bag. I see some faux cinnabar. So cinnabar is like Chinese lacquer where they build up layers and layers and layers of red lacquer and then carve into it. I don't think this is real cinnabar because it just doesn't have like the fine detail, but it's still quite nice, quite sellable. Oh wow, Native American style Thunderbird. It's got a bit of plate wear to it. You can see the copper coming through there, but on a vintage item like that, I actually think the copper coming through can be quite nice. In fact, I would prefer it if it was all copper, but that is one I'd sell, I think. I think that could be quite cool. Another one of these vintage ones, vintage twisty ones. I'll put that in the vintage lot with the other twisty ones we have there. Oh, that's quite a nice one. Another mixed metal cuff. It's not signed or anything. It does look a bit artisan, like handmade, hand beaten. That's quite cool. I don't think it's going to be silver. No, Mum says no by coughing. We'll give it a test anyway, just in case. A chunky plastic one. Oh, actually no, it feels a bit colder. Not sure. Anyway, that'll go in 2 kg. And then another cuff. That feels like Native American as well. With that, but again, it's not signed. That'll probably shine up quite nice. That's like that's probably a silver plate as well over brass. I quite like that one. Another snake. Hi, handsome. You're pretty snaky. A bit more modern. Green eyes. I quite like that one. That's not bad. And then snake skin. That signed something. F? I'm not sure. I think that's real snakeskin as well. By the way that it's like curling up. Probably put that into a vintage lot. And we've got another one there, but that one's seems to be like covered in plastic or something. And then we've got a cool boho leather one. So that'll go in the boho lot. Little encased flowers, quite modern. Who is that? Cookie Lee. I've heard that name before, so I will. That's one to look up. And that's a nice asymmetric wonky chonky. Don't mind that one. And that looks like it should be Bakelite, but I'm not sure. I like it though. It's got the stones in it, but the stones, I don't know, they kind of they're set differently. That might be one I'd have to. And is that like a coating peeling off, or is it just, no, it might just be muck. I do like that one though. I like that one a lot actually. I do like that one. Pull some more out. That's a nice Bakelite looking one. Stretchy marble plastic. I'd probably still put it in 2 kg, but It's a nice Bakelite kind of colour. And that's a handsome one. Mung, which I know is like a Chinese brand, isn't it? I wonder, I'll put that in with the chunky plastics. Why not? Craft. Oh, that one's quite pretty. She's got an etched face. Unsigned. But that's quite cool. I'll have to knock her back into shape. Oof. Violent is not welcome around here. That one I'll put in the Bollywood Indian lot. Now I'm going 2 kg. That's a weird one. Look at that. That's cool. So it looks like it's been punched or more violent from like either side. That's quite nice. I bet that would polish up quite nice as well and be rather spectacular actually. If you managed to polish up really lovely and shiny copper. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one. Another cool chunky plastic. That one is like for European charms, so I've got a European charms lot on the go that I can add that to. That's cool. That's nice. Oh, is it green? Ah, it is green. There's me under the... There, it looked black, but it's green. Oh, that's very handsome. Oh, I like that one. That might be a Bakelite too. And then that one, that might be a carved coral actually, or an ebony wood, quite possibly. Put that aside. And that one I'll put in the boho lot as well. And then what are you going to be? There's seams there, so it's not Bakelite, but it's a cool old shape, isn't it? Like these notches taken out. That's bizarre. It might be a celluloid or even a galalith, perhaps. So I'll keep that aside. Galalith is like the alternative to Bakelite, and it has milk solids in it. So if you're lactose intolerant, don't eat it. Okay, that one I'll put in a gemstone lot. And this bangle I've had a few times. It's quite a nice one though, isn't it? I'll probably still put it in 2 kg because there is a bit of wear. But I think someone would appreciate getting that one in their lot. Nice tiger's eye stretchy one. Would I sell it separately? No, I'll probably put that into gemstone lot as well. Oh, Desigual. Won't get loads on its own for it. Desigual bangles are cool, but you don't get a ton, but it's a name, so one to keep aside. Random bead. Born in the USA, L&D, little arrow. I don't know who that is. I don't care. No, that's going in 2 kg. Oh, bangles falling over everywhere. That one will go in boho. That's very similar to, yeah, there was one earlier, wasn't there? Yep. They can go together. Is that another? That's another one of them. I will have to look these up because they are like hand signed. See, that one's in better condition than that one. Weird. Oh, there we go. And then that one, it's a carved. This one does have like pock marks and scratches and stuff on it. But sometimes they do that to celluloid to make it look like ivory. I don't think it is ivory. It still doesn't look natural, so it might be a celluloid or a horn or something. I'll probably put that in the vintage lot. And that one will go in boho. That's a cool one, isn't it? I like that. Candy stripe, pink and white. It's chunky as well, nice and wide. Bit smaller than a normal bangle, which makes me think that it's probably a vintage one. But yeah, I like that. I like those colours. That's cool. Another snack. He's got a bit of wear to him though. I'll put him in broken vintage. See, if you could just polish it up to the silver tone underneath, that would be okay, innit? We've got a glass one. Glass cuff. Not signed. Doesn't have like the Murano sticker on it, but still quite pretty. That one will go in 2 kg. Stretchy will go in craft. 2 kg for that one. Or actually metal bangles probably. Craft. That's cool. That looks like a 80s one, doesn't it? I'll probably put that in the chunky plastic bangles. Ooh. Spartina. Now I had one of them the other day. Dofusky Island. Needs a bit of a clean up. That's quite nice. I like a chevron. Who's Ron? Chevron. I'm sure I had one of these before as well, didn't I? Like, did I put it in a? I think I might have kept it out separately, so I might reunite them eventually. Okay, and the last few, that one will go into craft. And so will that one. That one's got nice texture on the copper there. That'll go, Ruma pure copper, that'll go into the metal bangles lot. That's quite a nice wooden resin one as well. Does it? Doesn't really. Oh yeah, that goes, doesn't it? I know they're two different shapes, but tonally they for sure go together. Why not? And then last few. That one will go in craft. And that one. That's a beautiful celluloid one. Love that in the pink, peachy pink. Very pretty. Little jangly. These little glass ones that can go in 2 kg. And then we've got 2 tiger heads. Unsigned. I'm not sure if that will be vintage, but it is a little bit smaller, which makes me think it might be. It's quite cute. I might just keep that aside for menagerie animal show, clean it up a bit. Yeah, might do that. But yeah, I'm wearing my favourites. I think these two are absolutely lovely. I will have to do Google image searches on them and on quite a few others as well, but yeah, really like that. I'm so glad that that is green, because that's quite nice. That quite nice. I just have to a little bit of fixing needed there, but that's okay. Easy job to do, but cool. And then that could end up just being a modern one, you never know, but I think it's nice. I'll be keeping those two for now. And yeah, okay. Join me tomorrow for apparently some necklaces. See you then. Bye bye now. Bye bye.